Well, we've been waiting for it impatiently, and finally it's here, the new 911 Turbo. Time to take it out on the Madou closed circuit, complete with fixed grin on face. It's a circuit fit for such a star. First impressions, a mix of violence and simplicity. The 911 is seriously impressive in the way it's so powerful yet seems to remain completely manageable. It's the most powerful in the car's 40-year history and one into which Porsche has put all its technological know-how. Take the power, for example, twin turbos with variable geometry. Now that's technical prowess. The two turbines are water-cooled and form a system called TGV, which with the 3.6-litre block produce 480 horsepower at 6,000 RPM, 133 horsepower per litre. No lack of torque either, 620 Newton-meters between 2,100 and 4,600 RPM. What does all that mean behind the wheel? Well, the turbo is equally effective at all levels. It's the calm and the storm, gentle yet brutal. Above 2,000 RPM, the power is consistent, phenomenal, fabulous, magnificent. On the track, engage the sport mode and disconnect the trajectory correction system for best performance. The suspension and acceleration are better than ever, and the effectiveness and pleasure are both heightened by the turbo, which copes well with slides and aggressive cornering. Our turbo is also fitted with the Chrono Turbo Pack, which ups the power of fraction, and you'll hear no complaints from us about that. It also produces more torque with up to 680 Newton-meters. The shape of the turbo is sublime. Its lines remain completely natural despite the inevitable aggressive appearance. It's well balanced, strong, and gives an impression of power. Take the front end, with its air intakes and splitter that have been carefully and discreetly crafted. The LED indicators and the integrated fog lamps add a certain elegance to the whole package. Even the indispensable cooling ducts have been carefully designed. It all adds up to a drag coefficient of just 0.31. The crafted rear end, complete with retractable wing, help add to the aerodynamic traction, something you really notice at the wheel. And what can you say about the wheels except they are superb? At the back we find 6-piston calipers which are paired with vented 350mm discs all round. Ceramic brakes are available as an option. The interior is as good as you would expect. There is an exceptional leather trim as standard, and the turbo mark on the dials is a neat touch. On the road, once again, the turbo is completely at ease, giving the same sensations of ease and safety. Allow the active suspension and PSM system to do their work, and the ride is extremely comfortable, even if it gets a bit noisy on some surfaces. With acceleration like this, first gear seems a little bit short, but the rest of the stepping of the 6-speed gearbox can't be faulted. Porsche suggests even better performance with a new version of its Tiptronic gearbox. With the active transmission, not a moment is wasted getting the power to the floor. It's helped by the 235/35 and 305/30 ZR19 tyres, which transmit the power to the ground with very little slipping. The Porsche remains well balanced and controls both under and oversteer very well. The turbo's brakes are consistently good, fuel consumption less so. Not great on narrow roads either. Here's a member of our Motors TV club, Lionel Le Bon, who joined us for a day. He seemed to enjoy his experience. It was a great pleasure to have been a passenger in a car as good as this. It's superb, he says. And we have to agree with his sentiments. Porsche has produced another masterpiece, the most powerful but also the most expensive 911 in history, at around €140,000. Quite simply, it's stunning.